Hello, it's day 235, and I want to talk about stress and weight loss. I've talked about stress on this channel before, how it can affect the quality of your workout and the quality of your life, but I haven't really talked about how it can affect the quality of your weight loss. I'm a person who's done a lot of research on dieting and exercise, but when it comes to stress, I haven't really found a ton of research that really comes to a consensus on how stress affects your size, your body size. A lot of people will say that it does, but not everybody agrees on the mechanism of how it controls your weight. Some people will say that it's purely stress hormones that causes your body to hold on to fat. Other people will say it's more of a psychological thing. When you're feeling stressed, you eat more, therefore you gain more weight. I don't really know where I fall on like the different spectrums of that argument, but I think, and this is not based on anything other than like my life and how things have been, I think it's probably a combination of those two things. And as somebody who's been really deeply entrenched in diet culture for a very long time, I have tried to address the stress in my life as maybe a trigger for weight gain. I think anybody who's dieted for a very long time, whether you've been successful or unsuccessful, I think you understand, like after a certain period of time, that it's not just calories in, calories out. There are a ton of people, a ton of like bullies who will like try to oversimplify things just to make you feel bad and say, all you have to do is eat less, it's really easy. But it's not that easy. It's not that easy, at least when you take into account all of the other variables in your life. I do think that if I were living in a laboratory environment where my calories were like very strictly regimented all day, my exercise was strictly regimented, my environment was regimented, and like everything was taken care of for me, yes, I would lose weight. But as soon as I was returned back into my normal situation, my normal life, that's when things would start to spiral out of control. Even if I kept to the same diet and exercise schedule, just the fact that I'm in a different environment, living a different lifestyle, that is going to change how my body shape responds. And I think that's what people mean when they talk about stress. Like, it's not just, oh my gosh, you've got a term paper due at midnight. That is stress. But it's also stressors on your life. Like, I've got to be at this meeting at 10. I've got to order more toilet paper, or we're going to have a bad weekend. I've got to, go pick up Billy at the softball practice. Like, not everything is a crisis, but it still creates stress. And that is what starts to affect not only the quality of your life, but the quality of your weight loss. I've been trying to move toward a life where I try to eliminate some of the stressors that aren't really serving me anymore. And I think the big point of that for me is going to be my family. My family has been a big point of stress for me this year simply because our relationships are breaking down, our lives are breaking down, and it's been causing me to gain like the quadruple chin that I have achieved this year. And while weight loss is no longer my goal per se, it is still something that I'm going to have to do if I want to reach my goal of being able to run a 5K and do my chin up. I cannot be this heavy if I'm going to do that. So I do think that getting rid of some of the stress is going to be really key. But again, no research to back that up. This is just me blowing smoke today. So I hope that was enlightening. I don't know. I'll see you tomorrow.